And then I'm going to come back and actually show you the roadmap of how to get to $10,000 a month, how to get to $50,000 a month. And I'm going to show you what that looks like, how you can build this business on a part-time basis. And I'm going to give you a training tonight that I've never done publicly. I've only done privately. So stay tuned for that. And we're going to share that with everybody tonight. So as we close out tonight, let me read this one more time. Practicality dictates that everyone's results will vary, as we are all unique and different. Basically, it takes hard work to make a substantial income in this business. Some people will make no money at all. The earnings of a World Global Network partner will be 100% dependent upon their skills, work effort, commitment, leadership capabilities, and market conditions. Common sense would suggest that in most opportunities, one would find exceptional individuals performing well above average, while others perform under the average. World Global Network does not guarantee any level of income or your success. To see our full income disclosure, please visit our website at worldgn.com. Let me get back going. I love it. We've got 460 folks that have stayed on the webinar. I think some folks are ready to really learn some things tonight. So I'm gonna share some good stuff with you. So welcome everybody, and glad you guys made it on here. So let me do this. Let's get everybody muted out here, and you guys be able to unmute yourself for any reason if you need to. Guys, we're seeing some things happen right now in the momentum that I've never seen before in my lifetime in this business. And we would be misleading you if we didn't make it very clear that it hasn't been without bumps in the road. And I say that because for two reasons. One is, if you're getting started with us for the first time, I want you to understand we are pioneering something that has never been done before. We are creating the most cutting-edge technology product that the world has ever seen. And understand, this is not like a lotion potion, weight loss shake or protein bar. We're talking about 1,000, 10,000 moving parts and electronic signals to clouds and communication from a device to a phone, and uploads and downloads and firmware updates, and then integrating all of that with your body, right? Your body. And so what we've done as a company is heroic, and it's revolutionary, and it's getting better and better and better. The app updates, so many things that are happening are just through the roof. But I got to tell you, every day I get messages. I love the Facebook group because I've read messages in that group even today of folks who got their notifications, went to the doctor, and they were able to catch some serious things as a result of this device. And I love seeing the post where where folks are at the doctor and they're showing the blood pressure reading and the heart rate reading right next to the doctor's device, and it's incredible. Somebody called me today and said, "I don't get it. Everyone else's blood pressure is working good. I went to the doctor and mine was way off." And I said, "Well, did you calibrate it? Did you calibrate your blood pressure?" And they said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, that's, again, part of technology. We got to make sure people know this. So you have to calibrate your device in order for it to be as accurate as possible. It needs to be calibrated. So some people may not have even calibrated their device, and it's important. But we're watching this thing do wonders for people on a daily basis. It's exciting. I was on the phone launching a group of leaders. So, in the last few months, we've been telling people 3 to 4 weeks shipping time. It may take up to 3 to 4 weeks to get your product. And so I said that today on a private webinar with some leaders, and the leader stepped in. He said, "Jeremy, we enrolled 10 people 7 days ago, and all of them got their product. In 7 days, they got their product." Now, we're not promising that. We're not saying that's going to happen every time, but I'm telling you, it's getting better. It's getting better. We're stock positive. Things are moving forward. New staff is being trained at the home office. Guys, we're brand new in North America and around the world. We just launched customer service a couple months ago, and we're one of the fastest growing companies in the history of this industry. And so I want to share with you that what I'm seeing happen right now, I've never seen before ever in this industry. And I'm going to tell you, here's a requirement. If you want to succeed in this business, here's a requirement. You have to lead with vision. You have to see where we're going, and you have to believe in the vision and the mission of this company. Because guys, it's not going to be perfect all the time. It's technology. There's going to be bumps in the road. We're going to work through those bumps. We've had issues this week with enrollment. The new back office came up. Some folks weren't able to enroll in the system. We're working through that together. But when you have vision, you're willing to go through the process to get to the other side because you know where you're going. And I want to tell you guys that where we're going is real. Where we're moving as a company, we will be the #1 company in this industry. And those of you that just got started tonight, I want to welcome you to what I believe is the greatest company in the history of the network marketing industry, and what I believe is the greatest team of leaders that I've ever had the honor of working with. And we want to welcome you to this team and welcome you to this family. For those of you that are already in the business and you're here tonight with guests, or you're here tonight to learn, I want to high five and commend you for being one of the pioneers, for being one of the visionaries who had the guts to see where this business can go and where this company can go and how you can be a part of it. So what I want to do tonight is I want to talk to you about what it takes to take this business to the heights that you want to take it to. Give me just a second here. I'm going to pull my whiteboard up. All right. And I'm going to assume that everybody can see this whiteboard. And if for some reason you can't, somebody unmute and tell me you can't see it. But I'm going to assume everybody can see this. So we're going to cover some basics on the front end, and then we're going to build upon those basics for everybody tonight so you can understand. I want to start for those that are brand new, and I'm going to take you all the way through how to get to $10,000 a month. And then I'm not just going to draw the numbers out, but we're going to talk about the action plan around those numbers as well. Thank you guys for staying plugged in. It means a lot that you're this hungry to learn this information. So real quickly, let's just talk about structure. In a binary in our compensation plan, because it's a binary simply means that you have two teams. Now, as I mentioned in the PowerPoint presentation tonight, the first thing you want to do is you want to enroll a person on the left and a person on the right. Then what you want to do is help those two people enroll two people. When you accomplish this first goal, you are what is called a team builder. And when you accomplish this goal, you plus two, them plus two, you are what's called a team developer. It's a good name for it because what you're doing is actually developing a team. In the first position, you've enrolled some folks. In the second position, you've helped them enroll some folks. And that is what qualifies you as a team developer. So let's give some basics on how this compensation plan works. We have new product packs. So the numbers have changed a little bit are good for our favor. When somebody buys a single device, the personal pack, there's 120 points. We call them SV. It stands for sales volume. When somebody buys the family pack, it's 500 SV. And when somebody buys the premium pack, it's 750 SV. So every time a pack is purchased in your organization, in your anywhere in your team, whatever pack they buy, whatever product they buy, the points for that purchase go up. They go up into the compensation plan. So if John sells a pack to Mary, who sells a pack to Joe, who sells a pack to Bob, who sells a pack to Ron, and Ron buys a family pack, that's 500 points that goes into that right team. And your team is divided down the middle into two. You have a left and a right. And every week, all of the points of the sales will accumulate for the whole week. They'll add up, unlimited depth. All the points will accumulate. At the end of the week, the company will calculate commission. So that's a quick overview of our structure. Let me show you a little bit more detail then of what that looks like. So the way it works is you have two teams, a team on the left and a team on the right. So let's say that this week, your left team did 1,200 points. And let's say that this week, your right team did 1,000 points. So the way the computer is going to calculate your commissions, and I'm going to assume that you're at the 20% commission level, is it's going to take this number here, 1,000. Now, why is it going to choose the number 1,000? And what does that have to do with the number 1,200? Well, the way it's going to choose the calculating number is the smaller team. So because this team has 1,200 points and this team has 1,000, the computer is going to use 1,000 as the calculator. Now, what it's going to do is it's going to match it over here. So it'll subtract 1,000 from over here. So you'll have 200 points left over. And what it's going to do is it's going to pay you 20% of 1,000, or in this scenario, $200. Okay? So you earn $200 commission that week in this example. The following week, you start that week with 200 points waiting for you in the other team. So what's beautiful about this model is you get paid on everything. You get paid on all the volume. It's just the volume carries over while you build both teams out. So you never lose that volume. There's people in our group that have literally millions of points underneath them in one of their two legs in accumulated volume, and they never lose that volume. So let me show you, based on this conversation, what the numbers look like for Diamond. So every rank in our company is going to be based upon the volume in your team. Diamond, to go Diamond, you need to have 10,000 points on the left, and you need to have 10,000 points on the right in a single cycle, in a 1-week cycle. 10,000 left and 10,000 right. Now, just to be clear, it doesn't matter where the points come from. What I mean by that is it could be 1,000 levels down. It could be on someone's inside leg or someone's outside leg. It doesn't matter what country it comes from. All that matters is the total points that add up for that right leg and the total points that add up for that left leg equal 10,000. Now, one question I get a lot from people that are new in the binary is, well, how does the carryover volume, do I have to do those points each week? Do they have to be real-time live points? And the answer to that is no. Let's say that you had a team that was growing, and let's say that that team had 35,000. Let me get back to my draw here. Let's say that that team had 35,000 points that accumulated, and those points were carried over points. Well, what that would mean is if this team had 35,000 points that carried over, then in your other team, all you would have to do is the 10,000 points that week in this team, because you already have the points in your carry over leg. So what matters is at the end of the week, whether it's new volume or accumulated volume, your left team has 10,000 points, your right team has 10,000 points, and that equals Diamond. Now, we'll give you guys a quick test. We won't test you publicly, but I'll ask you a question, and you can see if you're following along, and I'll make sure that you are. So in this example of going Diamond, let's say you had 35,000 points on the left team, and you had 10,000 points on the right team. That qualifies you as a Diamond. What would your binary commissions be for that week, assuming you were at the 20% commission level? And you guys can feel free to put it in the chat box if somebody wants to step out and shout that answer out. You can throw it out there. What would that be in commissions that week if you went Diamond? You had 10,000 points on your pay leg that week. What would your commissions be? And the answer to that is $2,000. So that week, in the binary, you would earn $2,000 in commissions in the binary. Why? Because 2,000 is 20% of 10,000 points. So 20% of 10,000 equals $2,000. So if you're qualifying Diamond, every week you're qualifying Diamond, you are earning a minimum of 2,000 points in the binary. Now remember, at Diamond, if you're qualifying Diamond every week, you also get a $1,000 a month car bonus, and you get check matching. So we know that someone who qualifies Diamond every week, a weekly Diamond, is making a minimum of $10,000 per month in the compensation plan. Now, remember, the key is they're qualifying Diamond on a regular basis, and I'm going to show you how to really ensure that you're doing that tonight. But if you qualify Diamond on a regular basis, you can count on $10,000 a month minimum in the compensation plan. So let's break some of these numbers down and make it even simpler. So one more time, to go Diamond, you need 10,000 points in your left leg, and you need 10,000 points in your right leg. So let's do a little bit of math here, and I'll help you guys understand this. So let's talk about the family pack, because the family pack is without a doubt the most popular pack. The family pack is where it's at. The family pack is what most customers do because they want to have product for their family. The family pack is certainly, the family or the premium pack is what business builders do because they understand it's important to have the product and get some skin in the game. So let's talk about the family pack, for example. So 10,000 points. We know the family pack is worth 500 SV. So how many family packs do you need to get to 10,000 points? How many family packs do you need on the left, and how many family packs do you need on the right to get to 10,000 points? Well, the answer to that is a little bit over 18 point something. So roughly 18 family packs. We're going to call it 18 just to round it. 18 family packs. So if you divide 10,000 by 500, you're going to come up with right at about 18 family packs. So that means to go Diamond, you need to have 18 family packs on the left, and you need to have 18 family packs on the right that enroll in a 1-week cycle. So let's continue the math. 18 family packs in a week. Let's divide 18 by 7. So seven days in the week. Let's divide 18 by 7, and we're going to come up with is about, what did I just do there? No, there we go. Is about 2.4. So we're going to call that is 2 to 3 family packs a day. That's what you need in your organization. 2 to 3 family packs a day for 7 days will get you to 20 family packs. 18 is what you need, and that'll get you over the mark of Diamond. 2 to 3 family packs a day on your left, and 2 to 3 family packs a day on the right. This is what Chad calls your run rate. This is what your daily method of operation. If you want to break it down and say, okay, am I giving my team enough opportunities a day to enroll people? Am I teaching my team to send out the videos on a daily basis? And the ultimate goal is you want to build your organization. We'll talk about this in a moment, but you want to build your organization to where your team is enrolling 2 to 3 family packs on the left and 2 to 3 family packs on the right on a daily basis. And that's the run rate for Diamond. Now, here's what we found, and here's what we learned, I should say, even more so we found it to be true from Nat and Chanita. If you will focus on structure, and that structure is 5 team developers on the left and 5 team developers on the right. If you'll focus on that structure of personally helping 5 personal recruits on the left and 5 personal recruits on the right, go team developer. Remember, what is a team developer? Team developer means that they enroll 2 people, one on the left, one on the right, and those 2 people enroll 2. This is team developer. You help 5 people on the left and 5 people on the right do this, and that will produce the momentum for Diamond. That will produce the 2 to 3 family packs a day, the 18 family packs a week to reach the 10,000 points in volume. 5 team developers on the left and 5 team developers on the right. Now, here's what I've learned. Again, we've seen the numbers on this, and you guys know me. I like to keep it real. If you want 5 team developers on the left and you want 5 team developers on the right, here's the truth. You're going to have to recruit more than 5 people. And I'm going to show you the numbers. Some of you already know it because I saw it in the chat box. Some people are ahead of me on this, and that's fantastic. But here's the name of the game. You want to know, Jeremy, what do I do? What can I control? What does my work effort look like? On a personal recruiting number scale, here it is. Personally enroll 20 people on the left. Personally enroll 20 people on the right. Now, here's the reality, and I want to prepare you for success, and I want to help you prepare you so that you're not disappointed when reality sets in. When you have 20 people that join that you personally enroll, now let me say this. These are not 20 people that say, oh, I would love to buy the product for my mom. That doesn't count. That's a customer. That's great, but it doesn't count as one of your 20 when we're talking about enrolling 20 people that want to build a business. That's what you're looking for. 20 people that say, I'm doing this because yes, I love the product, but I want to make money with this. 20 people that say, I want to make money. And what I'm about to share with you right now is the number one reason, in my opinion, one of the number one reasons why most people that don't make it in network marketing, this is what I believe is one of the biggest reasons why. Number one, there are really 2. Number one, they don't do what it takes to get the numbers done. They don't do 20 on the left, 20 on the right. They hope that they enroll 2 or 3 and they're just going to hit the mother load and someone's going to take off and they're going to find a leader. So what happened with, I call it the binary virus, where people think I just got to get 2, get 1 on my left, 1 on my right. Well, what happens is instead of going all in, instead of giving everything they have, people that have that binary virus mentality go, I'm just looking for 2. And instead of going after the masses, instead of giving it everything they have, instead of creating momentum, what they're really doing is they have a scarce mentality going, I'm going to find the right 2 people. I'm going to find the right 2 people. And they approach the business with the wrong mentality. Approach the business with the right mentality. You are going to need, if you want to go diamond and beyond, you're going to need to enroll 40 people that want to make money. So the number one reason people don't make it is they're not willing to do what it takes to enroll 40 people personally. But here's the second reason why, and it's the numbers. Out of those 20 people, here's what's going to happen. 8 to 12. So 8 to 12, somewhere between 40 to 60% of those 20 people are going to do what? Feel free to talk out loud to yourself right now. Answer the question. Feel free to type in the chat box. 8 to 12 of those 20 people that you enroll, 8 to 12 of the 20. 8 to 12 of the 20. I'm reading it right now. Look at this. You got it. You got it. Everybody's got it. You guys got it. We'll do absolutely nothing. Nada. Nothing. 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 Zero. Nothing. Zero. Nothing. I'm reading your guys' messages. You got it. 8 to 12 will do nothing. Now, here's where most people lose in this business. When somebody they enroll says, I want to make money, I want to do the business, and they do nothing. An amateur takes other people's failure. They take ownership of other people's failure and say, well, if they're not doing anything and it's not working for them, then I don't know if this really is going to work. See, leaders never ask permission to win. Leaders never look downline for other people's success to determine their own success. Leaders will look upline. A leader will look upline and say, if they can do it, I can do it. I just got to find out how they did it and do more of it. Leaders never look at the failure rate and make their assessment of themselves based upon other people's failure habits. Reality is 8 to 12 of those 20 will, now they'll love the product. They might even show up to events. They might even buy you dinner and drink some beers with you afterwards. They might even post all about the Helo, and they might ask the most questions of everybody in your Facebook groups. But at the end of the day, those are non-income producing activities. And the reality is 8 to 12 of those 20 people simply will not build this business, and you got to be prepared for that. Now, I don't know which 8 to 12 it's going to be. I don't know if it's the first 12 that you sign up. It could be the first 12 that you sign up. Out of those 20 could be the 12 that do nothing. I don't know. You don't know. I love the example of the deck of cards that Chad and Atita used at the Disrupt event. You're looking for the aces. So 8 to 12 are going to absolutely do nothing. Now, another three to five will do a little bit. We'll do a little bit. And that's awesome. We're not trying to force people. You don't want to drag anybody. You just want to work the numbers and find the winners. 3 to 5 will do a little bit. They'll part-time. They'll sign someone up here and there. They'll maybe have a three-way call or get someone on a webinar or post on social media and somebody signs up. 3 to 5 will do a little bit. Hey, guess what? A large percentage of your check as you build a big team will come from that percent. The small group of people or that large group of people that does a little bit. 3 to 5 will do a little bit. And then out of those 20, 3 to 5 will really, really take on the journey. So you want to have 5 team developers on the left. You want 5 leaders on the left that are in this thing to win it. They're in it for the long haul. They're willing to grow. They're willing to get better. They're willing to do it bad at first so they can become great at it one day. They get in the trenches. They're working the business. They're serious about their dreams. You want 3 to 5 leaders on the left, then you've got to enroll 20 people that say, I want to make money in this business. Because 8 to 12 of them are going to quit. 3 to 5 are going to do a little bit. 3 to 5 are going to ultimately go out and become the leaders. Now, here's the magic, guys. Out of those 3 to 5 that lead, all it takes is 1 or 2 to go all out with this thing. It's all it takes. Out of those 3 to 5 that start building the business and they're making some money and they're growing and they're doing the thing, 1 or 2 of them to lead you to a leader, to build this thing, to have 1 leader blow out that leg, and you're off to the races. See, this is the beauty of a binary. You are literally 1 leader away from a breakthrough. But oftentimes that leader will come through a linker. That person who's doing a little bit knows someone who comes in, and you're building and you're in the trenches and you're growing. And Michael Zappia is a great example of this. For 90 days, he put his head down and he just built and he built and he built and he worked in depth and he did webinars with 5 people and 10 people and 12 people. And he was on 3-way calls and he was sending out the videos and people were saying no, and people were saying yes. And people were saying, I'm all in. And then they quit for 90 days. And then all of a sudden he started popping momentum. And now he's got leader after leader after leader starting to show up way down in his organization. Guys that are going all in, who are big time leaders. And he's finding his 1 or 2. But what if he'd have stopped? What if he'd have stopped early? Then he wouldn't be on his $1 million run like he is right now. So you've got to be willing to go through the numbers of 20 on the left and 20 on the right, because that will yield you the numbers of 3 to 5 that'll plug into the system, and then 1 or 2 that will really go after this thing and make it to the top. And that's what you're looking for. So this is the activity level required to structure your organization for Diamond. Now, remember the run rate for Diamond was 18 family packs a week, 2 to 3 a day. Sorry for my writing there. 2 to 3 a day in your left team and 2 to 3 a day average in your right team. 18 a week to go Diamond. Diamond is $10,000 a month. Now, let me show you the bigger numbers and show you how this actually breaks down. When you work the numbers of the 2020 and you find 3 to 5 on the left leg that plug into the system, and you find 1 or 2 that go out and become leaders and really take this thing seriously and really go after it, here's what's going to happen. If you have 2 to 3 diamonds, 2 to 3 diamonds on the left and 2 to 3 diamonds on the right. Now remember, not all of your volume comes from the diamonds. You may have 2 diamonds on the left, but you may have some golds and some platinums and some silvers, and right, it's going to be all mixed up with all of your part-timers that are doing a little bit, and those folks that are plugging into the system, but they're growing steady and slow. But when you have 2 to 3 diamonds on the left and 2 to 3 diamonds on the right, that is rock solid president volume. Rock solid president volume. President volume is 50,000 on the left and 50,000 on the right. 50,000 on the left and 50,000 on the right. 20% of 50,000 equals $10,000 a week. As a president, $10,000 a week in the binary plus your check matching bonuses. It could be anywhere from 10 to 20,000 because president goes from 50,000 up to 100,000 in volume. So it could be anywhere from 10 to 20,000 dollars per week. President, qualified president, solid president is $50,000 per month in income. Now, 20 on the left and 20 on the right is the structure for solid diamond. But what I found, and this is where a big mistake, I've watched people go diamond, and then what happens is they go diamond and they start to depend on their organization that exists to go president. And I think it happens at every rank. I think when we hit a rank, sometimes what we do is we hit a rank and then we think, okay, I'm going to count on my team that got me to diamond to also get me to president, get me to double president, get me to president millionaire. What I've learned and what I've witnessed, what I've applied is every time you want to go to the next level in the rank, yes, the team that you've built will help you get there. But you have always got to lead that team by example. If you want to take for those folks on the line that are qualifying diamond, double diamond, grand diamond, you say, how do I get to president? The answer is go diamond all over again with new people. Let me say this again. Every time you want to go to another rank, you've got to, in my opinion, act like the current team's not going to produce an ounce of volume, and you're going to go qualify for that rank again. So if I'm a diamond or a double diamond or grand diamond, and my goal is to go president, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go diamond all over again. I'm going to go diamond all over again with a new group of people. Now, some people say, well, Zebby, you're leaving your existing team behind. Just the opposite. I promise you, every person listening to the sound of my voice, the most important thing that your upline can do for you, the most important gift they can give you, it's not to answer the phone every time it rings. It's not to, in 3.5 seconds, reply to every text message that you send them and answer every Facebook inbox that you go out there about your, customer service this, or my Helo won't charge, or that. Their job is not to jump when you say jump. You want your upline to lead you to the top. Here's the number one thing they can do for you. And leaders, here's the number one thing you can always be doing for your organization, and that's leading from the front. Always be in example mode. Always be launching new people. Always be enrolling a new person. Always be showing the 2-minute video, getting your own guest on a webinar. This is the secret to go from rank to rank to rank. So what happens a lot of times is people hit a goal, and then when they hit the goal, they think that the activity that got them to that goal is going to also get them to the next goal. Well, I believe you have to switch gears. I believe every time you hit a rank, it's like you're in first gear, you hit a rank. Now you've got to drop your engine in a second gear. And what that means is you go on another recruiting run. Now here's the difference. You get better. You have a story behind you. You have stories in your team behind you. You recruit. You're able to attract better quality people. You've learned how to launch people better. You've gotten better. So what may have taken you 20 on the left and 20 on the right to go diamond, to go president, may only take you another 10 on the left and 10 on the right to go president. But it's so important. It's so important for your team that you are always leading from the front. I believe the day that you stop personally enrolling new people and the day you stop launching new people in your organization. See, I am always launching. I was on a phone last night with a leader in Michael Zappia's team at 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm on the phone because they're wanting to schedule a launch webinar, and I'm game planning with them to strategize how to effectively do that launch webinar with me. And I'm always launching new people, webinars every day, launching new people. Why? Because I know that I'm running for double president millionaire now. My goal right now is to finish up my $1 million in 12 months. I've already hit 600,000 in the last 8. I've got 3 or 4 months to close in on that last $400,000. And I've got to give this thing everything I have. And I know as a leader, the number one thing I've got to do to reach my next rank is reach my last rank all over again with new people. So if you want to go if you're stuck, and I don't care if it's president or gold or whatever you did to get where you are. Now, here's the power of it. Every time you do it again, it's actually worth more. Here's why. So let's say that you do the 2020 and you've got 5 leaders on the left and you got 5 leaders on the right who are running with you. And you say, you know what? I'm going out and I'm doing it all over again. I'm going 2020. I'm doing it all over again. Here's the difference. Now you've got this entire group, not just these 10 people, but their entire team who looks to you as a leader, watching you lead from the front. Now, when you do it again, the effect of doing it is much bigger because now you have this whole group of people following you. So the bigger your team is, the more valuable your actions are. When you have a big team and you go launch your business all over again, you recruit again, you launch again, you get in build mode again, you will produce 10 to 100 times the results of that second wave than the first wave. The reason is now you've got a group of leaders watching and following you. And that's when it really starts to get more fun. So the action step to go to these ranks is to do it all over again. I've never seen anyone go from one rank to the next without making a next level push. I can tell you that when I went from double president to president millionaire, that month, in the month of January, was the biggest 30 days of personal recruiting that I've had in this business. My first 90 days, I recruited 40 people, 38 people. My first 90 days. I recruited another 20 to 30 people in the month of January alone. When I went on that next run, 20 to 30 people that month. Because I said, man, I want to give this thing everything that I have. And I went on a fresh recruiting blitz. I don't know what your all-in is going to look like. Everyone's all-in is different based upon where you are in your life right now. But here's what I guarantee you. Your all-in, the other side of your all-in, it's going to be better than where you are today. Hey, where you are today might be great, but I promise you, you go all in for 90 days, 90 days from now, life is going to be even better. It may not be $1 million a year income out of the gate, but you're going to move yourself forward to another level of success, of freedom, and momentum. I promise you that. I don't know exactly what your all-in will do. Everyone is different. Here's what I know. Your next level is contingent upon your all-in. Your next level is contingent upon your all-in. And one day, that next level is going to be maybe the millions of dollars because you're going to stick around long enough. You're going to go all in long enough and teach other people to go all in long enough to get where you want to get in this business. But I absolutely guarantee that your next level, whatever it is contingent upon you going all in. And that comes down to this pre-launch. And so in the pre-launch, here's what's happening. Here's why now what I'm learning more and more is I'm spending my time with leaders, not discussing their launch, but discussing their pre-launch. Getting people to get into the pipeline, watch the videos, get on three-way calls with your upline leaders, get on a private Zoom webinar. And that's exactly what I did. When I went into pre-launch, I began to call a lot of friends of mine. I said, I found what I've been looking for. You got to take a look at this. Most of them said no. Some of them said I was crazy. Some of them tried to talk me out of it. But they couldn't talk me out of it. My decision was made. I wasn't asking for their permission. But in that process, I found a few people that caught the vision for what we were doing. And so when I did my launch webinar, I had a team of 8 to 12 core people that were in, and we built into that webinar together, and we launched from that webinar together, and that's what created the momentum. It's all about the pre-launch. It's all about the pre-launch. If you want, what I found is this, there's some folks on the line tonight, you have the ability to go diamond in your pre-launch, not your launch, in your pre-launch, you have the ability to go diamond. You can get 18 people on your left and 18 people on the right just in your pre-launch phase. And then you go into your launch, and that's how you go from diamond to president so fast. But pre-launch is important. Pre-launch says, I'm going to get a group of people, a group of generals together, and we're going to share this story, share this vision. Now, when you invite someone into a pre-launch, you got to let them know it's a pre-launch. Say, look, I'm going all in on a business, and I'm giving this business 90 days, and I know that on the other side of those 90 days, my life has changed. I'm taking my life to the next level. That's how serious I am about this. And you can even let them know some of the sacrifices you're making. John, maybe it's your best friend, John. John, here's how serious I am. You know that I haven't missed bowling league for 12 years. But for the next 90 days, I'm not going to be at the bowling alley because I made a decision. I'm going all in on my family's financial freedom. John, that's how serious I am. John, you know me. I would never make that kind of decision if I didn't see something that was real. You got to watch this 2-minute video. See, now you're raising the invitation bar. You're not just inviting them to check out something and whatever. That's great for some people, but you're inviting them to literally possibly be a part of a life-changing journey with you. Now, in the pre-launch phase, you've got to utilize some third party. You've got to bring some other people into the conversations. You've got a core group of leaders that they're going to partner with you or even open to partnering with you. You've got to get out of the way and introduce them to your upline diamond, your upline double diamond. Let them hear from some other people so that it's not just you, but now you're reinforcing your launch with a group of leaders in your upline that can help have those high-level conversations. But you go into that pre-launch, you gather a few people, and then from that pre-launch, you can go into schedule an all-out webinar. So an example of that is a gentleman on Zap's team that's doing a webinar next Thursday night. And so we get on the call last night. He said, man, I've got a surgery on Friday. I'm going to be out of pocket for 3 or 4 days. That's why I have to do next Thursday. And I said, perfect. So here's what we did. I said, this Thursday is the most important thing. Not next Thursday. We'll pack it out. This Thursday, get 10 to 20 key leaders to watch the 2-minute video, watch the 5-minute video, get them on a private Zoom with me, you, Zap, this Thursday, and let's find your generals. And then from that pre-launch webinar, we'll find your generals. Then we'll announce next Thursday, and all of that group of generals will pack the big webinar out together. See, I'm more worried about this Thursday's webinar for him. The pre-launch webinar is more important to his success and his launch than next Thursday. Because this Thursday, we lay the foundation. This Thursday, we identify the right people. This Thursday, we transfer the vision. This Thursday, his team of leaders starts to come together and prepare for the launch. That's where the magic happens. And then next Thursday, when he puts hundreds of people on the webinar, it'll be a team effort with a group of leaders. And now we're going to create mini stories within his organization. So I want to invite some of you to really sell out to a 90-day run with us. From now to the end of October, a 90-day run. I hope I can see some of you guys in Sacramento at the event Ramasio Fulcher's doing. I'm honored, excited to be a part of that, and I'll be speaking and look forward to hanging out with everybody. But I want to invite you guys to go on a 90-day run with us as a team. We've got 90 days to the Las Vegas convention. And I'm going to challenge you tomorrow Don't just invite people to watch a 2-minute video. Do that to the masses. But tomorrow, I want to challenge you to invite some people to consider being a part of a 90-day life-changing run. Maybe share with them your reason for doing this business. Share with them some of the things you're willing to give up the next 90 days and why you're willing to give it up. Share with them why you would love for them to be a part of this journey with you. And maybe instead of just saying, hey, check out this 2-minute video, maybe the conversation with some of your closest friends, some of your business partners, some of the people that you know deserve this opportunity needs to be a deeper conversation from the heart that says, I found it. I found what I've been looking for, and I am going all in on this. And I would love for you to take a real look at this because we could really change our lives together. And start putting that pre-launch team together, and from there, move into that launch mode with your upline leaders. So hopefully that tonight helps some folks. And guys, my screen is totally blank, so I can't see anything, see anybody. Hopefully you guys are still on and can still hear me. But it's been an honor to be on here with you guys tonight. Love you guys. Thank you. Tomorrow night at the same time, I'll be doing a full presentation again tomorrow night. We won't be doing the training afterwards tomorrow, but just the presentation. Tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern time, we can get a whole bunch of guests on here, and then I'm going to do it again on Thursday. So I leave on Friday with my kids, but the next 3 days, I'm going to be doing these live presentations, and you guys feel free to take advantage of that. So love you guys. It's been a real honor to be on with you guys tonight.
Thanks, Jeremy. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
You're welcome, guys.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Great presentation.
See you, buddy.
Thank you. Good night.
You're welcome, everybody. Good night.
Incredible stuff, Jeremy.
Thanks, Ken. I don't know how to shut the Zoom off. I can't see nothing on my screen. This is classic. So as we close out tonight, let me read this one more time. Practicality dictates that everyone's results will vary as we are all unique and different. Basically, it takes hard work to make a substantial income in this business. Some people will make no money at all. The earnings of a World Global Network partner will be 100% dependent upon their skills, work effort, commitment, leadership capabilities, and market conditions. Common sense would suggest that in most opportunities, one would find exceptional individuals performing well above average, while others perform under the average. World Global Network does not guarantee any level of income or your success. To see our full income disclosure, please visit our website at worldgn.com.